Robert Bankiewicz is also an organiser of the Warsaw Uprising March and was invited on this very topic. The conversation also touched on the anniversary of the uprising itself. We declare that the Warsaw Uprising Museum did not invite Robert Bankiewicz to the museum. We are surprised and appalled by his presence on the 1st of August at our institution and by his publicising this fact. In connection with Robert Bankiewicz's aggressive behaviour towards Warsaw insurgents, we emphasise that we condemn any disrespect and aggression towards veterans. Caring for the memory of the uprising and the good name of its participants is part of the mission of the Warsaw Uprising Museum. I would like to remind you that I am the organiser of 2 marches at which the insurgents of Warsaw are special guests. Their presence is the main point of the programme. Therefore, any accusations of my alleged aggression towards them I consider unfounded. After the statement of the Warsaw Uprising Museum, many comments appeared on the internet. The uprising broke out to give people freedom, and all those who love Poland were invited to participate. Segregation based on race or views is the domain of the Nazis. Anyone who denies entry to the Uprising Museum to people because of their views is siding with the Nazis. I have been to the Warsaw Uprising Museum as well, so just to be on the safe side, I would like to inform you that I was not invited there by the management of the institution. I came on my own, without the knowledge of the employees, so I asked Mr. Trzaskowski not to punish them for this. This type of statement should never have been published. Mr. Rafał Trzaskowski, are there now any prescription lists at the Warsaw Uprising Museum? If this goes on, only people who fill out a special questionnaire where they reveal their political views will be allowed to enter the Warsaw Uprising Museum. The Warsaw Uprising Museum is the organiser of the Freedom Unites campaign, which aims to build historical and patriotic awareness. Museum authorities in interviews with us yesterday stressed that the 1st of August is an anniversary that unites all Poles, regardless of views. Meanwhile, the post on Robert Bankiewicz completely contradicts this. This is an example of eliminating people who, for some reason, do not agree with each other in the public debate, no matter what they say and no matter who they are. As Telewizja Republika, we are against this cancel culture. We are against excluding people from political discussion. The Warsaw Uprising Museum was established on the 60th anniversary of the uprising. It was initiated by the late President Lech Kaczynski, a former mayor of Warsaw. During the opening ceremony of the institution, he spoke about the pursuit of freedom that united all those who fought in the uprising, regardless of their views. The meaning of today's event, however, is broader than what can be said by referring to the dictionary definition of a museum. It is embedded in our history, and not only in the history of World War II, but also earlier and later history. It is our collective responsibility to reflect on this meaning, to show it, to give this moment and to give all that the museum will do a solemn character. It is clear that the memory of these events should be our way of unity, not a subject of dispute. The Warsaw Uprising Museum is financed from the budget of the city of Warsaw. Opposition circles, broadly understood, have diagnosed that only by playing on emotions can anything be won, and that it is impossible to compete on programmes. Consequently, these conflicts are being stirred up. On the 31st of July, Robert Bankiewicz filed a notice to the prosecutor's office about the possibility of a crime committed by Rafał Trzaskowski. The issue is an attempt to block the Warsaw Uprising March, despite a decision by Mazovian Governor Konstanty Radziwiłł, who gave the march the status of a cyclical event. Bankiewicz is somehow sectioned out by the Warsaw authorities, for example, Rafał Trzaskowski, who blocked the Warsaw Uprising March. He tried various legal tricks to block that march. Robert Bankiewicz is simply inconvenient to the current government and is being patched up as some kind of radical or even fascist, and unfortunately the museum's statement falls into this to some extent.